We're finally caught up with Paddy Joe, who's been tasting recycled tea bags from around Ireland. Now he's in a secret location in Fermanagh. So, Paddy Joe, tell us, what are your findings so far?
Well, I have found so far that different tea bags taste quite differently in different parts of Ireland, but this could be due in fact somewhat to the different types of water that you will find in different parts of Ireland. For instance, some parts of Ireland would have a more acidic water, whereas water around limestone might be a little bit more alkaline depending on the different places that the water has been. Of course, whenever you're recycling tea bags, it's mainly rainwater that you need to be concerned with more than the water that you'd be using in the cup, like. Know what I mean?
I think so, yes. Do you reckon if tea bags are left on the line overnight, do you think there is a cosmological influence?
Of course there's a cosmological influence. It would be complete carology to think that there isn't a cosmological influence. For instance, you don't really know what kind of meteorite has been passing and sending dust into the clouds above, which then falls as rain onto the tea bags. I mean, whenever you recycle the tea bags and leave them overnight, you don't really know what kind of cosmological influence there is. It might be a meteorite, or it could be a solar flare, or you wouldn't know really what it is at all. Of course there's cosmological influence.
Okay, and do you still think recycling tea bags is good for the environment?
Ah no, come on. Of course it's good for the environment. I said that in the last video, that it's good for the environment. I mean, you need to be a right idiot not to think that it's good for the environment. Sure, we recycle paper and plastic and cardboard and tin and glass. This is organic material, which can be reused and reused again. That's the whole idea of recycling. I mean, you'd recycle a bicycle. Well, because you used the bicycle doesn't mean that you won't cycle it again. So this tea bag, now, these tea bags here have been left out in a line to dry and come under the influence of Mother Nature so that they can be reused or recycled. Of course it's good for the environment.
Okay, are you going to,
Oh yes, of course, yes. Well, these tea bags now have been left out for a couple of nights. So I have here some hot water which I've just poured out of the flask. We're going to see now if there's any acidic or alkaline or cosmological or other influences on the tea bag. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just simply going to drop the tea bag into the cup without touching it, so that there's no interference from any contamination that may be on my hands. And then I'll drink it and I'll give you a direct analysis then. So what I have to do now is just to wait for the tea to start to colour in the cup. People call this drawing the tea, or letting the tea draw, so that it's more or less in effect stewing in the cup. And then I'll give my analysis once I taste it. I think it's ready now. Oh man, that's disgusting. Oh, it tastes like some bird has been in it. Oh.